great to see everybody. I'm going to ask a couple of people to join me on the stage here. Lila Barrage, Liddy McGinnis, Kendall Natai, Serena Patel, Paulina Proshkin, Audrey Sharp, Georgia Wilson, and Stephanie Jones. If you don't know, we are FBLA, the Future Business Leaders of America. That's right. And this past week, we joined 1,700 students at the annual State Leadership Conference held here in Chattanooga. First year for the chapter and our first year to attend the conference. Friends, we learned so much. Georgie made it to the final round in the sales presentation. Audrey won 4th place in the state for her content knowledge and business law. And Paulina and Stephanie won 2nd in the state for their presentation in broadcast journalism. So, friends, the most important thing that came out, maybe not the most important thing, but Stephanie was elected to be the state officer board by the 1,700 students who were there. And then she was chosen to be the president of Tennessee FBLA. Now, I did... Cool, we're doing it, I'm excited. This is a big deal, okay? I did not know it was a big deal until we got there, so I'm really excited about where we are going to have a chapter just start and now have the president of the whole statewide organization. So you, friends, if you are thinking, I don't care anything about business, well, remember, we can help you build skills in leadership and public speaking and creativity, and you should join us next year. Thanks. Round of applause for them.
Haley, and I'm from the athletics board. Immediately following chapel, we will be holding a signing celebration for 2 of our senior athletes. Please join us in the athletic commons to celebrate Copeland Caldwell, who will be signing to row at Syracuse, and Madison Kelly, who will be cheerleading at MTSU. And tonight, we will celebrate senior night at our varsity softball and lacrosse games. Softball senior night will be at 5 p.m. and lacrosse senior night begins at 6:50. Please come out and help us cheer on our seniors and Bruiser teammates. Thanks, and go Lucia!
Hi, my name's Arthur Williams, and I'm the Digital Fabrication Lab Director.
My name's Tilly Jones, and I'm the Digital Fabrication Lab Intern for this year.
And we wanted to let you know that we have launched Digital Fabrication Micro-Credentials. So micro-credentials are just evidence that you know how to use or operate a piece of equipment, a tool, or something like that safely. And you may have seen a poster board in the library several weeks ago asking which sticker you like most for the 3D print certification for that micro-credential. And that vote was really close, but the design they won was design A, and you'll get to see that coming up, and that is for the 3D printing micro-credential that is now open.
You can learn more about 3D printing and get certified to 3D print by yourself under the library resource page and in the Digital Fabrication Lab section. You can find micro-credential websites for all the tools available. The only certification quiz that is currently available is 3D printing, but we will be adding more for things like laser cutting and vinyl printing soon.
So you can get more information by emailing me at awilliams@gps.edu.
Or me at matildaj28@gps.edu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madison, and I play Ariel in our school's production of Footloose.
And I'm Sully, and I'm the stage manager for the show.
As you may know, we perform this weekend.
Footloose is a super fun musical about Ren McCormick, a teenager who moves from Chicago to a small town where dancing and rock and roll are deemed illegal.
While he's trying to figure out how to survive in a place with all these rules, he meets Ariel, the preacher's daughter, who might look like she has it all together, but is actually dealing with pressure, expectations, and wanting the freedom to be herself.
As their worlds collide, relationships get complicated, and the whole town starts to change. It's about finding your voice, standing up for what you believe in, and not letting anybody tell you who you're supposed to be.
There's romance, drama, and a little chaos, and so many fun dance numbers and iconic songs that you will definitely recognize.
Our performances are on Friday, April 17th at 7, Saturday, April 18th at 7, and Sunday, April 19th at 2 p.m. in the Frierson. The link to buy tickets was sent in y'all's email either from Miss Gaffney last week or the gps.edu/musical, and they are $15.
The cast has been working tirelessly for 5 months, and we've all put so much work into the show, so showing up really means a lot to us.
So grab your friends, come support, and get ready for a night full of music, drama, and lots of fun.
See you there!
Thank you. Good luck, Lucia.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you had a great day. It was beautiful weather. We do not have any more announcements, so I would like to invite Serena and Molly to the stage to introduce their friend and our chapel speaker, Lucia Liba.
Hi everyone, my name's Molly, and Lucia's been staying with us for the past couple of months. One of the most unexpected things that happened this year was when Lucia started living with us. It all started in the car in a completely random moment coming home from a Tennessee football game when my mom turned to Lucia and said, "Do you want to come live with us?" While that was very unexpected, it's probably the best question she could have asked. Soon after that, Lucia became a part of our everyday life. Some of my favorite memories with her have been on our various road trips. From Arkansas to the Carolinas, we've made some pretty great memories. Lucia didn't just become someone who stayed at our house. She became my sister. She became someone who made ordinary days so much more exciting, who turned random moments into great memories, who made this year something I'll always remember. She came into my life so quickly and became such an important person in it. I can't imagine what it's going to be like next year when she's not distracting me from doing my homework or in my bed on the phone with her friends. Lucia, even though you'll be thousands of miles away next year, please know that you'll always be my sister. And no matter where you are in the world, know that you'll always have a home and family waiting for you here.
Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Serena, and I am so honored to be introducing Lucia today. So many people have a childhood best friend, the person they met when they were very young, and they become inseparable. They trust each other with everything, and they always have each other's backs. And typically, these friendships take years to form. Luckily for me, Lucia became that friend in less than a year. We became very close when she was living with us, and I now get to call her my second sister. And of course, as all sisters do, we fight. Everyone who interacts with us knows this. We fight mentally and verbally, but Lucia likes to fight physically as well. Despite this aggression from her, Lucia is the best friend I could ever ask for. I will cherish all the memories we have made, like watching all 3 seasons of Alex Rider in the last 3 days of Christmas break because I decided we had to before we go back to school, driving out of our way to get Krispy Kreme every single time the hot sign is on. Going to Dollywood in freezing temperatures where we discovered the miraculous pairing to hot hands, hot feet. Love those, try them out, they're great. The many movie and game nights with our friends where we played the possibly niche board game Secret Hitler countless times. And of course, braving the Macaulay dining hall together, where we developed a system of who sits on each side so we don't have to look at our ops. Lucia is an amazing friend and I wouldn't trade her for the world. Lucia, you are the Diana to my Anne, the Sky to my John, the Tom to my Alex, and not the other way around. I'm going to miss you so much next year when you're across the ocean, but just know I'm always a FaceTime call or an Instagram reel away. Now introducing our best friend
And your Chapel Talk speaker,
Lucia September Liebe.
Gosh. Thank you, Molly and Serena, for that sweet introduction. I've never been good at keeping deadlines. It doesn't matter if it's assignments, essays, or projects. I somehow always manage to forget about them. I'll tell myself I'll have plenty of time and that I'll start tomorrow, and suddenly tomorrow turns into the night before it's due. And then there's other kind of deadlines too. Birthdays I forgot to prepare for, messages I meant to answer, and things I plan to do someday. For most of my life, deadlines have been something stressful, something you try to avoid thinking about until you absolutely have to. Then I came here on exchange, and suddenly the whole year became a deadline. When you arrive to a new country, everything feels endless. You experience so many firsts, like eating Krispy Kreme for the first time, because Germany doesn't even think about giving us a valid reason to become unhealthy. Or walking into a Whole Foods, realizing there is no DJ, guys, which I'm oddly disappointed about. Or the reoccurring moments, like awkwardly describing where my town is in Germany, or explaining how my name is pronounced. Everything feels new and unfamiliar, and somehow that makes it feel like it's going to last forever. Because when something new, you don't think about it ending. But sadly, things do end, and every once in a while, I sit in the car, not driving of course, even though I'm fully convinced I could, and I look out the window with overly dramatic music playing in my headphones, like I'm in one of those coming-of-age movies, and out of nowhere, this wave of sadness and nostalgia hits me. I'll watch the trees and houses pass by, and for a moment, I'll try to take in everything I can. Because I suddenly realize I haven't just arrived, I've been here for almost 10 months, and I'm going home in 2. Every time the sadness hits, I think about a quote that has stuck with me and has been on the lock screen of my phone for a really long time. It's nostalgia is proof you're living a life to be proud of. What a privilege to yearn for your own memories. That shifted my view. It's easy to see nostalgia as sadness, but really, it's a kind of gratitude for moments we got to live. Once I started thinking that way, I started paying attention to things differently. You notice the small things more. The way the hallways sound between classes, the conversations at dinner, the way popcorn chicken is only served every few months, even though it was served 2 days ago, which is tragic. Even the ordinary days suddenly feel important because you know they'll be over soon. Deadlines are usually stressful, right? They make you anxious and force you to change your plans and to make do with what you have. But this deadline, with no paper due or a test to study for, makes me slow down. I stopped rushing through conversations, constantly surrounded myself with people that make me happy, and lingered a little longer at the table. I noticed jokes, habits, and little quirks I would have overlooked if I thought there would be more time. It's almost like deadlines force you to pay attention. They force you to live intentionally, because why do we only notice things when we know they'll end? Why do we wait until it's absolutely necessary to start caring about the people, the places, the small moments we pass by every day? The way people move through the school, the posters in the hallway, the way everyone presses the button for the automatic doors at the upper school building that never actually waits for them to open, or how the second the sun comes out, everyone sits outside and tans. All these little beautiful things make life so special. So maybe we should start treating every day like it has a deadline. Not in a stressful, panic-inducing way, but in a way that makes us more present, more aware, and more alive. To recognize different laughters, the smell of the cafeteria, the way someone smiles when they tell a story. To realize that someday I will dream about today, look back, and wonder how it slipped away. So yeah, maybe exchange has taught me more than how to navigate a new school or to survive a long, long road trip with my host family. Maybe it's taught me how to live like every day matters, like every day is a deadline. And maybe that's a lesson I don't want to leave behind when I go home. And I didn't know how to carry all of this with me, so I try to put it in here, This little box, carefully decorated by my sister, holds all my memories. Receipts, tags, tickets, or even pictures and stickers. Little things, funny things, things that remind me of the people who made this year unforgettable. Like, for example, this Krispy Kreme hat. For Serena, who I somehow convinced that detours for Krispy Kreme are worth it, and that loudly singing in the car is our idea of bonding, and that barking at Macaulay boys together is the perfect way to spend an afternoon. Serena, you're the -1 to my 1, 2, 3, the Lori to my Joe, and the whole world ahead to my whole world behind. I can't imagine this year without you. Or this ticket to Graceland for Molly, who's been there from the very start, showing me new places, making me laugh about the chuds of the world, and reminding me that even bald people deserve attention. You're the sweetest person ever, and have tolerated me laying in your bed for hours and occasionally falling asleep there. Some people are really the human definition of sunshine, and you're one of them. You light up my life and make everything feel so bright. I'm so lucky to call you my best friend. And here's this little Christmas gift tag from my second host family. It's little, but it reminds me of the way my host families made me part of the family, celebrated holidays with me, and made everyday life feel so special, even when I was having a rough day. I genuinely couldn't have done this year without you. And even from my family far away, I carry this stuffed animal from my sister. It keeps me connected, reminds me that love doesn't depend on distance, and that no matter where I am, I'm always coming home to them in some way. Mama, Papa und Livia, ich bin euch unglaublich dankbar und habe euch ganz, ganz doll lieb. Next, shout out to the founding fathers. This Baylor versus Macaulay ticket reminds me of you guys, even if I never used the ticket because of a fever I got the day before the game. It reminds me of laughing until I cried and my stomach hurt, the hangouts, the friendship, and the way you all made me feel so included in everything. I love you guys so much, and I wouldn't know what I would do without you. I'm taking a piece of all of you home with me, even if it's just the memories or my Thomas Jefferson wig. And finally, for the people sitting in the first few rows, I realized I couldn't find one thing for you, because you're not just one memory, one moment, or one place. You're my everyday. The dinners at the dining hall, the afternoons at the lake, the random conversations in the halls, the awkward first weeks when I couldn't remember a single name and just pretended like I knew everybody, and the small waves or hugs that made my day better. I wouldn't be the person I am without you, and I came here alone, but I'm definitely not leaving that way. So, no, I'm really not good at keeping deadlines, but if they mean noticing the small things, appreciating the people around me, and living in the moment, then maybe that's a deadline worth paying attention to. Thank you.